Hey there everyone, how's it going? Tarun here. So this is the final code of our project. Hope you all enjoyed this course. Thank you so much for joining. wait. Were you carried away? I was just kidding. So this is the final code, okay? But the course is not anywhere ending. We are just starting off with the course. I just wanted to just play with you. Alright, but this is indeed the final code and we will be coding this, okay, entirely, don't worry. But for this video, we are going to talk about get element by ID. So in this video we are going to talk about get element by ID. Again, we will be using get element by ID along with the document object. So you use this to grab elements, to get elements from the entire document. Okay, so this get element by ID gets you the element and you identify the element using its ID. So let's look at what ID we have here. So this is our HTML code. Okay, so we have our normal doc type HTML and HTML tag, the head. Within the head we have few meta tags which gives us the character set, the title, this is nothing but this is for the font, that handwriting kind of font which you see. And here we are linking the style.css, and here this is the manifest.json. We are including it for PWA purposes, and the viewport meta tag is used for say responsiveness. Okay, because even on phone you want it to be viewed really well, then you would use the viewport tag. And we're ending the head tag, and within the body I have a div. Okay, it is a heading div and it has a h1 which is ticket notes and P which is by Tarun Shiv. Okay, and these have the IDs. Okay, the ID of heading, and this ID here is TS. Alright, then we have another div, okay, which spans so much, okay, and it consists of the input form where we given the input, okay, which is of type text, in the sense it's a text box, and it has a class here, okay, input text, and placeholder is nothing but, so there is some text there. All right, here it is. Okay, there is some text here, right? The title and note content, which disappears once we start typing. Okay, that is placeholder. Alright, that is a placeholder, and this also has an ID which is new note title input. Autocomplete is off because I don't want that suggestions which comes below those boxes. And required in the sense the user must type these before submitting. Alright, and autofocus is nothing but once the page loads, I want the cursor to automatically point to this box. Okay, if I refresh, you see that even before I type or click here, that cursor is already there, so that I can start typing. Okay, I just wanted that feature. So that is autofocus. Again, we have another input box, okay, which is of class input text, type is text, and placeholder again, and I have an ID new note body input. Autocomplete is off and required. Okay, don't think that I am rushing through this. Okay, I'm not going to teach like this. This is the way I teach like HTML in this course, because this course is not HTML course, or this course is not a CSS course, right? So I'm just walking you through this HTML thing. If you have any doubts, please contact me. All right, and then we have this button of the type submit, which means that once we click this, we want the form to be submitted, and class is btn. Okay, again, we saw a few IDs, we saw a few classes, just recognize them, that's enough. And then we have a h3, okay, which is shown when there are no notes, so it has an ID of no notes, and ul has a ID of notes. And then we have a script tag where we are importing our myscripts.js, and we are ending the body and we are ending the HTML. So since we saw the IDs which we have here, let's go to the website and experiment with these IDs. So let's say we have this TS ID. Let's work with it. So I'm here in the browser here. Let's clear this. We are on the website. So let us experiment with the TS ID. So if I tell console.log, and if I tell document dot, get element by ID, okay, ID, and make sure you give it as proper these capital and small letters. And within this, we mention the ID of the element which we want. We wanted TS, right? The TS ID element. So we just close that, again close that, and enter. Okay, it gives us the entire element, the P element. All right. It also, if you see there, it also highlights there when I hover over it. So that is the P element which we have got. The TS is the ID name. So using this, you can grab any ID in the document. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we're going to store it inside a variable, and we're going to call it as a para element, and we're going to paste this thing here, document.getElementById by ID of TS, and hit enter. Okay, it has been stored inside para. Now if I print para, okay, it is a P tag. All right, and it has this content. So that is how you grab elements using getElementById. And by the way, just make sure you memorize this whole thing. It is getElementById. Okay, and what we can do here is you can do three main things. Okay, of course you can do a lot of things, but why I'm mentioning these three things are because these three things has to do with the content of this the element. Okay, now say we have a element here. Okay, let us have a new element here.